I was a single mother.
I hit a hard time.
The best that we can do is be mothers from here. We parent from prison.
My name is Anael and I'm 28 years old. I grew up between Queens and Brooklyn. When I turned 18, I moved upstate to Syracuse. After I had my first child, I lived in Syracuse for 3 years and then I got arrested and came to jail. I was out on work release, met a guy. It wasn't the right time for me because you're still an inmate when you're on work release. I was pretty much out for 5 days a week and in for 2 days. So I had to report into the facility on the weekends. The facility that I was in, it's not that you get in trouble when you're on work release for getting pregnant, it's just that you can't be at that facility and you can't work, once you had a baby. So I actually got in trouble first and then found out I was pregnant. And I decided to keep the baby. I got sent back to Bedford and crossed my fingers and prayed that I would get accepted to the nursery, which I did eventually. I had her and it's been great ever since. It's nothing like with my son. I'm saying this in a good way, kind of, because like with my son, I had to work. And I had to go to school and I had to do all these things. So it's like, yeah, I was a mother to my child, but I didn't have the time to sit home with him. You have to work out there. And it's like here, even though we go to program, I have more time to, do things with her, things that I never thought about doing. Like I breastfed her, I sit down with her for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. These are the little perks of being, here with your baby. I take advantage of all those things. They say breastfeeding is the healthiest thing you can do for your child. You give your child the antibodies when they're first born. But not to mention, like, babies need contact. They need to be held. They need to feel their mother close, to smell their mother. So each time you breastfeed your baby, not only are you nourishing them, but you're also providing that contact, which is very, important in their development. So that in itself is like, I definitely appreciate the fact that I did it. I would have never sat down and did it at home. It's hard work. Breastfeeding, it's not as easy as everybody thinks. It's hard work and you have to stick at it.
We are very big proponents of breastfeeding on the nursery. For Anael, it's been an incredible experience. She has really enjoyed it. It has made her feel, I think, very close and connected to Rayne. It's healthier, as studies have shown. We provide not only lactation specialists, but we get them whatever they need in terms of breast pumps and whatever materials that they need to make sure this experience can happen for them if they want it. Not all mothers sign up for this, but many more are beginning to try it. We hope that they take this experience and the year or year and a half, like Anael has been able to spend with Rayne, and we hope that that is enough when she gets to the outside and is faced with so many more challenges and frustrations, that the relationship she has sustained with Rayne for the last year and a half is enough to keep her on the straight and narrow and to make better choices.
I have a better bond with her because I'm here, because we go to program in the morning from 8 to 11. We come back for the count. I have that time for her. At home, you can't go back home on lunch and sit down with your child. Then we go back to program from 1 to 4. And then that's it, we're done for the day. We're here with our child, we get to eat dinner, we get to watch TV with them, play with them, do bath time. So those are the little perks of being here. She doesn't know she's in prison. I mean, the only thing I can say is that the women that's around her in here, she thinks those are her aunts or whatever she thinks, but it might be a huge adjustment when we get out. She'll never know unless I tell her.
Anael has been an exemplary nursery mom. She has worked very, very hard and has done an excellent job in raising Rayne. I know that she does have a son that lives down south that she has unfortunately not had the benefit of seeing since her incarceration. I know that she's looking forward to being able to see him when she gets out.
My son, I really don't know with him. I'm gonna try my hardest to build a relationship with him. But I mean, my absence, it had to affect him. Even if he's upset with me about it, I wanna work at it so that, we can move past that. That's my biggest fear though, is him being angry with me.
I think for somebody like Anael and for all the mothers, it's something that takes time, that is very unselfish, that for her it was such a positive experience, and she succeeded. For a lot of these women, even just the smallest successes are huge. And she started something and she's seeing it through. And I think that for her, it was such an incredible experience that she wants other mothers to feel what it did for her. And I think that's why she's been a big proponent of it. I know she is one of the mothers there that is interested in trying to help other mothers, and I think it's because it made her feel so incredible about herself.
I give them a lot of advice. I'm actually the one who gives them the advice when they get here. I like do a in-house orientation. When they get here, the first thing I tell them is the nursery is what you make it. It can be the best experience you've ever had, or it can be the worst experience you've ever had. It takes work. Being in prison is a hard experience, period. I mean, you're with your baby, but you're still in prison. So I tell them, it's what you make it. I know what it's like to come to prison and be separated from my child, So to me, being able to stay with my second child is a blessing. You never forget that the most important person is the baby. You got a second chance to be a mom.